You have heard, in the case of China, about the situation in Guangzhou province. And this situation has been extremely worrisome to all of us. In the case of that situation, you know, there have been reports in the social media, and some of our parliamentarians and senators and politicians have been very concerned about their constituents in Guangzhou City and in that province. The reality is that this has been a very unfortunate outcome. Africans, Kenyans included, have been discriminated against in the process of the government's response, the provincial government's response to trying to mop up the situation that they are facing there post the crisis that they had over the last few months. The government there has been working very hard to make sure that there is no resurgence of the COVID-19 epidemic in China. And some of the provincial governments have been over-enthusiastic, and sadly, they have discriminated and targeted various foreigners in their response. However, I think you know that the African Union has responded collectively in consultation with us, and we're very happy with the way in which the chairman, the current chairman, the president of South Africa, issued a statement, which I think you should all have seen by now. We were consulted in the development of that statement and in the issuance of that statement. In China itself, our ambassador and her team have continued to work very hard to reach out to all of our diaspora in China. China is a big country. It is an entire subcontinent. But nonetheless, we have continued to try to reach out to our diaspora. And I can tell you that any time anyone has been brought up to me individually, let alone the ambassador in China, as having been affected negatively by these circumstances where Africans and or Kenyans have been discriminated against, we have taken up that matter directly. And every single one of them that has been brought to our attention has been resolved. In the case of our Chinese embassy here in Kenya, they have remained engaged with us. The ambassador here has been open to us, has been very facilitating. In fact, it was he who took up the challenge early on to make sure that the government of China recognized that as far as the situation that was affecting Kenyans was concerned, that this would be handled expeditiously, and that Kenyans would be given the right kind of protection that they deserved. So this is something we take extremely seriously and we remain very seized about.